Hi everyone, my name is Jan Thijssen. I'm creative director at King Art Games and game director of Dawn of War 4.
And I'm Elliot Verbeest, and I'm a senior game designer on Dawn of War 4.
Warhammer 11th edition is here, and we thought we'd celebrate this by give you an extended look at Dawn of War 4 multiplayer. First up, Space Marines versus Orks. Disciplined firepower against pure battlefield chaos.
So this matchup is all about map control, pressure, and momentum. The Space Marines can dominate key engagements with smaller elite forces, but if the Orks are allowed to build numbers and control the flow of the battlefield, things can spiral very quickly.
This gameplay is captured directly from multiplayer, and we want to give you some insights into scale, pacing, faction identity in Dawn of War 4.
Alright, let's jump right into it.
Okay, let's go. This is a relatively small map, but as always, map control is very important. And economy is very important, so early on you try to capture as many resource points as you can. I'm playing the Space Marines and the Blood Ravens in this case, but of course you can use the Army Painter to play any chapter you want. And Elliot is playing Orks, so he will have a lot more unit than I have. But my units are stronger, so let's see how it goes.
Indeed, indeed. And I am already going to go ahead and make a play because when it comes to Orks, it's all about quantity over quality. So I know for a fact that Space Marines are relatively power hungry, so I'm going to go ahead and make a play for the center of the map already and see if I can capture and hold this power node, because the more I can starve Jan of power, the better for me in the long term. Orks are relatively snowbally as a faction, so the longer that I can hold on and fight and become stronger, the better chances I have of winning.
I'm stronger, or Space Marines are stronger one-on-one, so if I can catch one of his guys one-on-one, I will definitely attack them, but usually there might be more than one Ork, and so I might not be able to attack them.
Generally speaking, I want to try and avoid fighting Jan's Space Marines one-to-one. So if I can try and outnumber him in a fight, that will definitely help me win engagements. And I see he's got a power node here, so I'm going to go and try and snab that while he's upgrading it. Because power nodes generally, when you capture them with infantry, you automatically gain all the power generators that are on them as well. So if you manage to steal them from under your opponent's nose, that means that you can just take a lot of power input from him right away.
Right, and also these points cannot defend themselves. The requisition points, when you upgrade them, they become, something that can shoot back and can fight back, but these guys cannot, so I need to go over there and recapture it quickly, because power is really important for me as a Space Marine.
And as you can see here, he's already taken out a few of my units, but maybe I can hold on for just a little bit longer, but I think this is looking pretty bad. So I'm going to go ahead and hit retreat on my shooter boy, so they run on back to the closest production building.
Let's see if we can stop him.
I don't know. I do get...
I think he didn't realize that a second of my units joined the fights. And also I put one of my units, I gave them auto reinforcements, which basically means that the unit heals automatically. Very expensive, costs a lot of resources, but it also makes them very hard to kill.
And I'm gonna go ahead and start building a base right over here. So one of the unique things about the Orks is that their infantry units, almost all of them, can build structures pretty much wherever they want on the map, which, because structures are relatively cheap for the Orks as well, and they're all armed, lets me just spread out a whole bunch of bases across the map, essentially. It's effectively a way of, utilizing base crawling as a legitimate strategy.
Right, and what I just did is I did a little bit of research. Basically, depending on what you want to do in the game, you want different things earlier or later, right? Because research in the game doesn't cost any resources, it just costs time. So it's all about the order in which you research something. And basically, I could have researched, that my units capture points faster, or, that I get more armor for certain unit types, stuff like that. And yeah, most of that is useful at the beginning. And so the question really is, okay, what is the current situation, right? So for example, if this would be like a bigger map with more points, and there would be more points to capture, then maybe I would have picked the capture points faster ability. But since I already have all the points that I probably can have, at least for the foreseeable future, I'm basically picked more fighty stuff.
Okay, looks like you're making a move for the center power node here, so I'm gonna try and do something about that.
Yeah, that was maybe a little bit ambitious. So let me actually...
That's right, come back another time.
put some defenses up here.
That's an excellent idea. Let me go ahead and do that myself. I'm gonna go ahead and build a bomb squig pen here. One of the more hardier fortifications that the Orks have. They automatically generate bomb squigs and send those out to any enemies in range.
Right, and we can have a look at the different upgrades. So I can equip them with auto-bolt rifles, with swords, for example, and with grenade launchers. In the early game, you know, I don't need the stuff that's good against vehicles and structures. I more need stuff that is good against infantry. So I equip that for now. Oh, he is attacking me. That's not...
There we go. We've gotten a power node here, and we've taken over all the generators. That's going to be a nice power boost for me. Maybe what I'll go ahead and do is I'm going to put a mech gun here. See how you like that.
Nice try, but I think you're in trouble.
Oh. Uh-oh, pincer maneuver. Yeah, I'm out of here. Forget about it. All right, let's run back to base. Let's see if we can get a couple. So I've got myself a scrap heap here. Get some vehicles out for myself. Hopefully that will give me some armor against you.
Yeah, these are the bomb squigs from this bomb squig pen. They're nasty. If they reach you, they can actually deal a lot of damage, even for Space Marines.
Ah, what's this? Trying to sneak past me here? I don't think so. Got some Defcopters here to try and take you down while you make your way over. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take that point, if that's all right with you.
You can try, you can try. Actually, now I have enough resources. So, Hammerfall bunker coming down.
Okay, that's not looking great for me. Let's get out of here. That's a little bit too fortified. So that's definitely one of the strengths that the Space Marines have, is that they can just spontaneously drop a defense or two onto a position, and you have to be able to respond to that fairly quickly.
Also, one thing we can do is we can produce stuff in reserve, which basically means that it's not going to be on the battlefield, but instead in orbit. And then I can drop it anywhere I want. So let's do that for a little bit of a surprise.
Now, that's a little bit more range than I expected. I'm gonna pull back out of this, but I think we managed to deal a little bit more damage to you this time. There we go. We're gonna hang on back here for a minute. I think I'm gonna go see if I can build a couple more faster moving units to try and get an eye on what you're up to and see if there's any points that I can capture here.
I mean, there are 3 energy points on the map and I only have 1, so it would be really great if I could capture another energy point, but I think he might have something against there.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna just demolish that building under construction. That should refund the resources for that. Doesn't work for fully built structures, but in this particular case, I think that's necessary.
Actually, let's come down and also let's add a little bit of a stratagem here.
Uh-oh.
Yep. That's Space Marines for you, baby.
Okay, now I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can create a corridor to get my units out of here. Oh, okay, that's looking like a pretty sizable army you've got going on there, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna capture that point, but maybe I can take a look to see where else I can take some resources off of you.
So that was a successful assault, I would say. Shock and awe tactics. Now I have 2 energy points, which should really help me out, because all the big stuff I want to build costs energy, and now I can build a vehicle production. I'm building my chaplain on bike next. Here it still says Ezreal, but in the final game the commanders will be generic in the skirmish and multiplayer matches. Oh, I didn't see that. Now I don't have enough resources to drop a hammerfall, so this point is probably gone.
Yeah, very good. I was hoping that you would have let that one relatively undefended, because then I can get away with taking that point, because I've got a pretty big requisition cost right now that I need to take care of.
There's Ezreal.
There we go. Now I've got my own commander out as well. We've got Guzcutter here. Okay, I see here what you've got. Let's see if we can tackle your blade guards over here. Ah! If that ain't Ezreal, well, let's see if we can take him on then. Let's attach.
Bring it. Come on.
Alright, let's dance. Let's use an ability here.
Oh, okay, that was a little bit much. So let's do a quick retreat.
Darn Eradicators. But I'm not out of the woods just yet. Can I maybe put that down here? Uh-oh. The unique thing about the Orks is that once I have reached maximum Wa here, we are able to unlock everything that the Orc arsenal has to offer. And then I think I've got enough for a Gorkonaut. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can put that together as fast as we can. And we're just gonna hold the line. We also have our final ultimate stratagem here. And that should hopefully give us a bit of an edge in the fights to come.
Yeah, let's try big attack here. I placed some units in reserve and in the Thunderhawk relay. So hopefully that is going to be a nasty surprise.
Okay, I think I might have just the thing to deal with this though.
Bring it on. Oh, big boys. Okay, then let's do a bombing run, definitely.
Okay. Yeah. I think I might have this when it comes to the vehicle capabilities.
The cavalry is here. Thunderhawk, a bunch of units. Some drop pods.
Ooh. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to pull back from this. Gotta find another solution. I'm just gonna make sure that I can fortify myself as best as I can. And I think it's time to start putting these Gorkonauts together.
Yeah, then maybe it's time for me for an orbital bombardment, which is my strongest stratagem.
Ooh, yikes.
Deals a ton of damage.
Ah, but it also deals damage to your own units, and that seems to have cost you.
Yeah, but I think it costs you more, so I'm okay with that. Not great, but okay.
Okay, looks like the Gorkonaut made the difference in this particular fight right now. Let's see if we can take care of your Eradicators.
I think you might have not seen the real danger here.
I don't know. Is it a danger? I'll come check up on that later when I can. Okay. Right now, I'm just gonna make sure to fortify this position here.
Oh no, here's a second HQ.
Aha!
Ah! No, this is Orc stuff. This is bad. Okay, let's see where it is.
Exactly. Orcs can build everywhere, and I'm gonna make use of that.
Okay, it's not over yet.
This is gonna be tough, though. Not looking great for me. Let's finish these constructions first, if we can. Okay, this is looking pretty rough for me. I think I may have overplayed my hand here.
I have a little bit more coming.
Yeah, there's not much I can do here, so I think that this is going to conclude this particular match. So well played indeed, Jan.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, this was definitely one of the smaller maps, so this was also pretty quick, maybe 20 minutes or so. Of course, we have much larger maps, and you can also play 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 3. Matches can take it up to an hour if you play something really big, but
especially with free-for-all, right?
Yeah, but this was like, you know, a nice 20 minutes or 24 minutes, so that's nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I hope you liked it, and see you guys soon. Bye.